yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Welcome back. Today we're going to learn how to make smoky, slow cooker pork, also known as carnitas. Now this dish is an all-season stunner that can warm you up in cold months while also working in summer to turn that taco game from basic to major. Before we get started though, we need to think a little outside of our kitchen comfort zones because you might not find the stars of this show in the international aisle of your grocery store. So Yelp it, Google it, or phone a friend, but find an international or Latin market to find the 2 chili peppers that are gonna make this dish pop. Here's what you need. 1 boneless pork shoulder, 1 onion, a can of chipotles and adobo sauce, a bag of pasilla chilies, a bag of ancho chilies, 5 cloves of garlic, some chicken broth, apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and honey. For herbs and spices, you'll need salt and pepper, oregano, a few bay leaves, a cinnamon stick, and for tools, you'll also need a blender. First, we'll start by cleaning our pork. I like to give mine a good douse in white vinegar first, then wash it well in cold to cool water. Today, I bought a 10-pound roast, but unfortunately, it's a little too big to fit into my slow cooker, so I'm gonna need to cut it down. After that, I'm gonna season the entire roast liberally with salt and pepper. We do this first as it gives time for the salt to really get into that meat. Season both sides of your roast and don't hold back on salting, especially large pieces of meat. Set aside. Now we're gonna make the rich, smoky sauce that pork will slowly simmer in. Grab your blender and all of your ingredients and spices. Peel, then roughly chop your onion. Peel your garlic. You're gonna need about 5 cloves. Please note that I'm cheating here and using garlic that is pre-peeled. I like to buy this, but this is an okay shortcut. What you don't wanna do is use that minced garlic that comes in the jar. Next, we're gonna put our dried ancho and pasilla chilies into a microwave-safe bowl, cover with some water, and stick it in the microwave for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so peppers are out of the microwave. They have heated up in the water, so at this point, whereas they used to be really hard, they're nice and pliable, so we can work with them. You're gonna head over to your sink, de-stem and de-seed and rinse all 6 of these peppers, and then we're gonna add them to the blender with the rest of the ingredients to make our sauce. At this point, we are almost done with the prep. Next, we're gonna grab our blender and add the chilies, the chopped onion, the garlic, and the chipotle peppers. We'll also add the honey, vinegar, olive oil, and some salt. Then we're gonna blend all of that together on high speed until it comes together into a smooth paste. A good rule of cooking is to always taste as you go, so make sure you grab a clean spoon and taste a little bit of that paste to see if there's anything you'd like to adjust before moving on. After this, we're gonna move over to the stove for the final step before everything goes into the slow cooker. You're gonna heat a pan over medium heat with a little bit of oil. Add your chili sauce to that pan and fry it for about 5 minutes. This extra step is important because it's really gonna help release the fragrance of the sauce. About 5 minutes into this, we're gonna add the chicken stock. Since I don't like wasting any of this sauce, it's so good. I put the chicken stock into my blender and then give it a blend for about 10 seconds. This is gonna get all the rest of that sauce off of the sides and bottom of the blender. We then will add the stock directly to that pan and stir to combine well. We'll let this go for another few minutes. Last step, we're gonna add our pork to the slow cooker. Then we'll pour that chili sauce all over the meat, making sure it's all covered. We'll pop a few bay leaves in and that cinnamon stick, and we're finished. This is gonna cook low and slow for 7 to 8 hours, depending on the size of your roast, or until done. Your smoky, slow-cooked pork is finished when it easily shreds with a fork. The sauce, it's deep, layered, and flavorful. My favorite way to serve this is with corn tortillas, street taco style, adding minimal accompaniments. Thinly sliced radishes, fresh tomato, or pico and avocado work well. But the great thing about this dish is that it's even better the next day, thus perfect for leftovers. Think pulled pork sandwiches, a Carnitas rice bowl, chipotle style, or even in a breakfast burrito. Absolutely perfect for your family or for entertaining. So, about this dish being even better the day after. Catch this breakfast vibe. More tacos for him, for her, carnitas served over my creamy, smoked Gouda grits.
The aftermath. I'm ready to take a nap.
If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and be sure to subscribe. Recipes posted weekly. To see what I'm cooking daily, tips, and other fun content, join me on social media. I'm at Omni Enthusiast on IG, Facebook, and at omnienthusiast.com.